legal malpractice and failure to communicate. Good afternoon. My name is Neil Burns. I'm a lawyer, and along with my partner, Roshan Jain, we represent victims of legal malpractice and personal injury in Boston and throughout Massachusetts. And I've been asked to talk today about failure to communicate. And this happens all the time. And sometimes it's an actionable legal malpractice case, and sometimes it's really just your lawyer doesn't communicate well, but he or she's doing a good job. So I'm going to talk about the cases where they're not doing a bad job first. They're not doing a bad job, they're just failing to communicate. You need to work with them to get them to communicate with you, whether that's working with the paralegal, whether that's communicating with the person on the other side, perhaps in a divorce type case to know what's going on, perhaps calling the court, working with the court to see what's being filed. But you really need to communicate most with your attorney, because if he or she is doing a good job, you just need to work on communication. I mean, it's as simple as that. And you need to tell them that they have to communicate with you. You don't need to fire them, but you need to communicate better with them. If you do need to fire them, you may need to get another lawyer and move on with your case because you can't communicate with them. If the failure to communicate has resulted in losing rights, losing your case, you may have a legal malpractice case. And these are the cases that we deal with here at Burns & Jain, because these are people who told the lawyer to file suit, told the lawyer about the case, they didn't file suit, they didn't respond to interrogatories, the client called and said, I want to give you this information, and the information wasn't collected by the attorney or the law firm. So these are cases in which the failure to communicate has resulted in negligence by the lawyer and damages. In those instances, we will represent someone who's a victim of legal malpractice, and it's somewhat unbelievable that even when we send a letter saying we want the file, they don't communicate. Finally, when the insurance company gets involved, or when their lawyer gets involved, or when their partners get involved, or a letter comes to their office or their home, they start understanding the gravity of the situation. They start the process of communicating. But if your lawyer is not communicating, first try to communicate with him or her. Next, get another lawyer. If it's a legal malpractice case, call us. If you just need another lawyer for your area of law, get another lawyer, because you need to be able to communicate with your lawyer. There are critical moments in every case where you need to have a good rapport with your lawyer, and that's the moment you want to say, we've communicated well all along, we're communicating well right now, it's a critical point in the case, and you need to feel good about that. If you need to retain a legal malpractice attorney, call Burns & Jain. We're effective, we're aggressive, and we care about you. 617-227-7423. It's a free initial consultation. Call us. Thank you.